Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're going to get started. If I don't unplug my microphone cable, we're going to get started. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? My name is Josh. This is the Gaming Joy channel, and we're going to jump into Hutan Pantai as part of my Can You Survive 25 series. I don't know why I said that like that. Oh my gosh, it's raining. I don't know what the rain's going to do to the audio. It's a lot. Here's our watchtower. Jump. I'm just gonna jump for it. Go for it. How is everyone doing? I'm doing okay. You know, lazy Saturday just before Christmas. Waiting for the rest of the family to get up. It's my first time experiencing rain in the game, and it looks amazing. See the reflections in the puddles? Look at that. That looks so cool. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks way better than it used to. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Let's back this guy. We're just kind of parking our stuff at the dealership because we're just doing lots of contracts. Specifically with this tractor is doing a lot of my contracts for me. And which is just a lease tractor. It's one of the few lease tractors that I've allowed myself, or leased items that I've allowed myself to have. Most stuff we're owning, like the fertilizer spreader here, is owned. That's ours. Here's I still get this bug. See how I rolled up to this machine and it's not letting me fill, but now it is? That's a bug. If you tab into vehicles, for some reason, most of the time, you're not allowed to fill. And I've had people report bugs with like mods that I've written where filling isn't working because they're just playing the game the way the game's designed by tabbing into vehicles, and then they drive up to the place that needs to fill stuff and it doesn't work. Like, what the heck? It's such annoying. So much annoyance. Welcome in. How's it going, Rusty? Thanks for being here. Wow, you jumped in early. And David, welcome in. And anyone else who's here, welcome to the stream. Come in here and do this. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna just do this. Nope, it's the wrong button. Pick a button, Josh. Okay, this is the button we're gonna prick. We're gonna let a contractor do this work because why not? I want to haul wood. Fertilizing this, you know, just fertilizing. Whoops. Tab into vehicles and sell some more. I've been coming in here just so I'm not getting bored by it. We made a bunch of silage. So one of the first things we did is we did a lot of contracts, and we did some grass contracts before they went away. Now the grass contracts are gone because of a bug in the game. And I mean, I fixed that bug, but there's grass contracts are still gone. So we're going to have to get some grass contracts back in the spring. But I've been going through and selling my silage. I also updated the pipe for this thing to be, like, much bigger. So it actually looks like it's coming out of that pipe instead of, like, this massive pipe and then, like, a trickle coming out of it. Just didn't look right. And then I'm driving up here, driving up this little hill towards the, whatchamacallit? I don't even know what that's called. What's it called? Temple. And dumping out here. Now let's actually gonna look. I'm gonna look up here, see how's my concrete coming. Haven't I spawned any concrete? I haven't spawned any cement bags yet. No active productions. What? Why is there no active productions? Why do I own the dairy again? Come on. Cement bags. Activate. That's why it's not producing. Set owner 1570. That's not what I wanted. Crap. Did it backwards. I'm trying to see now the cement factory is owned by someone else. 1. No. 17, 1. Uh, 1, 17. Or, I forget the order. I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay, got my cement factory yet. So I'm doing the wrong order. So get the list again. Dairy, which is 16. We want that to be owned by the town, not me. 16, 15. There we go. All right. I don't want to own the dairy, but I had to place it down to fix the map. So it keeps coming back to my ownership for some reason, which is obviously a bug. All right, so now our cement blocks are producing again. We still need to produce the cement bags for the thing to get it going. And we're slowly making enough money to maybe buy a piece of land. And I'm really hoping to buy that piece of land soon. Welcome in, Waylon. How is it going? We had like 700,000 liters of silage to sell, so it's going to take a little bit. Just a little bit. We've got some wood to sell. We can sell some of our wood that we've been producing. Make some more money if we need to. I don't think we really need to, though. Nice. Let's tab up to our truck. So our truck is all loaded up with the wood. I lowered the rate or the cost with the contract boost. So one of the features of contract boost is I can come in here to the settings for contract boost, right? Contract boost. And then I come in here and I can tweak how much I'm getting for each contract. So for the tree is per tree. So I'm lowering it down because I'm now using auto load to load the logs and I'm not struggling for anything else. So it's more just transport, which is what the intention of that thing is. And we have our custom International Transtar 2 Eagle. It's one of a kind. One of a kind Transtar Eagle. And one of my favorite additions that I made to this truck is the tires. It actually has off-road tires now. And I was thinking that since I'm going to be doing off-road hauling, this thing really needs some kind of badass off-road tires. You know what I'm saying? And you can't have a badass off-road tire with like a trailer that doesn't have off-road tires. So we put off-road tires on the trailer too. See? Doesn't that just look perfect? I think it does. One funny thing about this road is there's a lot of like branches and stuff overhanging the road. So you gotta be really careful. And then there was a tree like on the inside of this corner. So you couldn't actually get around this corner because, you know, the trailer kind of cuts to the inside. Couldn't actually go on this road with a logging trailer. It just, there's no way to get it to work. You wouldn't fit. And I had to take out a tree that was badly placed. Actually, two of them. So there's another place down here. Because at the end of this, you want to take a right. So even if you swing wide, right, it's still a pretty tight turn. But there was a tree right here on the inside of the corner. Which didn't last long. Welcome in, Dust Bunny and Artemis. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're just hanging out, doing some hauling. Of all the base game vehicles, I think they added, like the new ones, I'm the most excited about this one. I mean, especially now that I've edited it and made it much better. I mean, all I did was make it colorable, so I can make it black, and then also add in the off-road tires, because it needed them. But this cab-over truck just looks awesome. It really does. I love it. So we're still $250,000 in debt. I haven't really paid down any of the debt. I could do more contracts, and I probably will. But we're still pretty much in debt. And I'm not going to pay off my loan yet. I want to get an actual piece of farmland first. I want to get an actual farm. Like, so far, we're staying in our watchtower. That's fine. But we need a farm long term. And so I think that's what we're going to do today. We're going to buy our first farm. Now, the challenge stipulates that you do 3 farms, set up 3 farms, and you have to add something to each farm. And it has to be, each farm has to be kind of focused. And so the stuff I've been doing over here by the temple is just for the temple. So we haven't really figured out what our focus is going to be yet. But I think each farm is going to, we'll just let the farm decide once we buy them. We're going to buy the base game farms. I mean, that's the intention, is to buy. Shoot. I didn't even look where this is going. I just assumed that it's going to my own sawmill. Let's go check it out. Where is this going? Which one am I doing? 58, right? Nope, it's going downtown. I'm going the wrong way. We're just going to give you a tour of the map. There you go. Now, getting this truck and trailer through this map successfully is actually pretty hard. Because this map is very, sorry, I was drinking coffee. This map is very tight corners, especially downtown. So trying to bring a truck through downtown is like a lesson in patience. I'm going to speed up the time a little bit because we don't want to stay in this month. We're going to do a couple wood transporting contracts and kind of zoom through winter, I think. But, like, the downtown area of this map has a lot of, like, one-way streets and really, really tight corners. So it's not the best for trucking. But I think actually the route that I took is probably the best way to get to the carpentry. Except for the fact that I'm on a one-way street right now going the wrong way. So if a car comes the other way, I'm kind of screwed. Now, I think I turn left here. As you can see, it's a tight corner. Took out 2 signs. And we're gonna go this way. And the carpentry is right here. And of course, the in-game carpentry has like the smallest dump point ever for a carpentry. So you can't get the whole trailer on there. Which is sometimes annoying. I think I might be able to get the whole trailer on here if we go this way. Let's deliver this wood. Wood contract finished. Nice. Alright, where's the next one? Because we've got a couple already stored up. We basically took all of the transport contracts there were. So 72. Is this farmland 72? Here? Oh, these two are pretty close. Probably get them both, actually. 72, 103. I think these are the 72 and 103. Uh, 103. How do I get there? How do I navigate the crazy streets of this town to actually get to where I'm going? Oh, look, a fertilizing contract is complete. 11 grand for fertilizing contract. That's not bad. 6,900 for that tree transport. Let's go 103. I don't know how to get there though. I can't go in the tunnel there. That tunnel right there. That's not an option. I do like the rain though. I think the rain's a little bit loud. It's a little bit loud? You guys think it's loud? I love the puddling in the streets and stuff like that. That's just... it's perfect. Like the way the water droplets hit the streets and create little ripples. It's perfect. It came out really good. And you know, I'm happy that they were able to add that kind of feature to the game. I just wish maybe they focused on some of the other actual gameplay, the farming part, and made that stuff work. I keep finding like little bugs in the game. Things that just don't work the way they should. The one I found on this map, actually, which is, we talked about a little bit in the beginning, is the grass work. So, shoot, this is probably not a good idea. Alright, we'll see you soon, Rusty. The grasswork contracts in the base game, and if you guys see this, you'll run into this problem. Giants has set grasswork able to be cultivated. I'm just going to back up. I'm not going to try to go down this road. So the problem is that grass fields can be cultivated. Now, I don't know yet, and I'm still waiting to see if you'll actually get seeding contracts for grass. I don't see why you wouldn't, but I've never in my life seen a seeding contract for grass. So basically, once a grass field goes away, it's gone. You'll never get another grass field to replace it. And this map only had like 4 grass fields when we started. Hey Bruce, welcome in. It only had 4 grass fields when we started playing this map. And so, and I like them because of mowing contracts. But then, as I was doing contracts in my first year, it's now November, we got the mowing contract once. And I think we got a baling or a tedding contract. We didn't get the tedding contract yet. Now we got mowing contracts once. And then, this way. Let's try. I think this is the right way. And then the next month, we got a cultivating contract on a grass field. And the contract, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh no, I don't want a cultivating contract. The grass field's going to go away. And sure enough, and I'm like, so I tried to cancel the contract. I just hit cancel on the contract. I'm like, I don't want to do this contract. I don't want it to go away. But I canceled it, and they cultivated it anyways. Like, the AI cultivated it. So the contract went away. Make sure I'm delivering these things to the right place. Selling station, sawmill. I'm delivering to the wrong place. So here's my problem. If I'm selected on this mission, why would you highlight other missions at the same time? Right? I'm gonna have to talk to the better contracts guy to fix that. You should only be highlighting the contract, your own current contract. You shouldn't be highlighting every contract that you currently have selected. You should only be highlighting the current contract. So if I'm selecting the current contract 103, I need to deliver this up to the sawmill. And I'm in the wrong place. I'm at the carpentry. So I need to turn around and go across the map again. I don't mind. I like this truck. Doesn't it look good, Bruce? Here you go. I'll get it in the light for you. Not only that, Bruce, you see my nice off-road tires on the trailer also. Booyah. And if anybody else wants to play with this truck, which is fully color customizable, and this trailer, which is set up for universal auto load and fully color customizable, you can download the Black Editions pack on my Discord, which was updated over the weekend to have these vehicles. So it is updated. It's almost current. I think the only thing it doesn't have is the universal auto load setting for this trailer. It's one of a dozen vehicles or so that are in the Black Edition pack, so feel free to grab the latest version and you'll get these vehicles. Now, what's the quickest way to get around this city? Probably stay this way. Turn there. I just felt that, you know, we're playing a farming game and we have a truck that's for the farming game, but it only has street tires. Now, I can understand a street tire option, but you should probably have an off-road tire option for those people who want to do off-road trucking, such as this. such as needing to drive down dirt roads to pick up logs to do tree transports. Like, this is all base game equipment. All I've done is just enhance it. With more base game settings, basically. I'm not adding anything new. I'm just adding features that Giants decided not to add that didn't, for them, that didn't make sense. Or like this trailer, which now has 3 straps instead of 2 on each bunk, right? Where before it only had 2 really dumb straps, and now it has 3. So that's also a benefit. I might make the straps not yellow, though. I might make them another color. But I think it makes this log trailer a little bit more usable. In my mind. I mean, it was still usable, but it looks cooler now. Yeah, most of the new straps are yellow, and I haven't figured out. I think that I'm not sure if the new straps are yellow because that's in the files. Oh wait, hold on. I've never been to the sawmill, so I have to figure out how to get there. I need to go left here and then the next left. I think it's a base game file thing. I don't think it's something you can do in the mod. So if you see different colored straps on here, it's because I changed files in my data directory. Which is the only way to do it right now. Oh yeah, totally. I think in real life the straps are... I don't know if they're all one color though. They might be. I don't want my straps to be yellow. I want my logo on the straps. I don't know if you guys remember, back in the early days of FS25, I had updated my straps to be... have my logo on them. They were black straps with a red stripe. Like in the US, if you go to the store and you buy ratchet straps, like, they're not all one color. They have dozens of colors. I have orange ones, I have black ones, I have ones that are black with a red stripe, I have ones that are black with a gray stripe. Those are all ones that I have personally. Oh look, that guy just turned to face me. Who is that guy? There was an NPC there who turned to look at my truck. Okay. Stop here. Oh cool, they left a forklift for us. That's a good looking forklift. Why isn't this forklift in the game? You know what I'm saying? Like, this forklift should be in the game. Yeah, I want orange straps. Who are you? What's your name?
I don't know you. Let's change that. My name is Noah. I am a 45-year-old male.
Why are you telling me how old you are, dude?
My hair is red. I like licorice and walking through the woods. I prefer coniferous trees to deciduous trees.
So do I, dude. Well, you run a sawmill. Of course you want coniferous trees. Hi, Noah. Tell me more.
You want to know more? Then I will comply with your request.
Who talks like that?
Well, my father, Harold, is a retired carpenter. He built a successful carpentry business focused on chairs. He did many other things as well, but chairs were his favorite.
He's a chair maker.
That's why he called his carpentry company Charismatic Woodwork. Yes.
Stupid.
Exactly. A pun as a company name.
Stupid.
That's him, a jokester through and through.
Oh, gosh.
And he always wanted me to step into his shoes. But as you grow up, you start to develop your own interests.
Like that amazing handlebar mustache.
Share a knack for unnecessary amounts of wordplay. I'd rather provide the raw wood itself. That's why I'm a lumberjack, doing the lumbering.
Is lumbering a word?
There are so many factors to keep in mind before you can even start thinking about carving something after the wood harvest. Type of wood, its quality,
age. Oh, moisture levels are super important.
Being
Especially
a
now while
lumberjack,
it's raining.
I start the process
Dumbass.
even earlier than the usual wood carving. I plant the trees.
You plant trees?
I have to
Wow.
think about the quality
So
of the
proud
soil,
of you.
the climate, the forest composition, etc. Tending to trees is akin to conducting an orchestra.
Is this guy still talking?
Achieving harmony is essential to creating a symphony of beauty in every little masterpiece.
Uh-huh.
I am the conductor. My family is just playing some out-of-tune trumpets, if you know what I mean.
Giants. This is not how menus work. So usually when you have a menu, you have an option. And then if you mouse over, the highlight row goes to the row you're not on. And so if I mouse over to here, I shouldn't need to navigate both with the keyboard and with the mouse. That doesn't make sense. If you're using the mouse, it should take over for the keyboard controls. And vice versa. If you're using the keyboard, it should take over for the mouse controls. So you did one of them, where the keyboard takes over the mouse controls. But you didn't do the other ones. You did it backwards. So, good job. I get what you're saying.
To continue the story, however...
Well, you're still talking?
Both my sister and I have a talent for wood carving. The
Oh my
moment
gosh,
we
she's
were
still
able to handle a wood carving knife, we were competing to carve the most elaborate figurines. It's still up for debate which of us is more proficient at wood carving.
I can't even...
Primarily uses basswood. If you ask me, that's enough to end the debate right here.
You know why he said that?
In Silver Run Forest. Her figurines are quite popular.
Basswood is actually a really popular wood for carving, with wood carving, because it's super, super lightweight and super soft. It's like butter. It's like trying to carve something out of a stick of butter. It's super, super easy. Like you could carve. Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of words were said.
Okay, shut up. God, that guy talks too much. Yay. Warning, this is the wrong selling station, but you took it anyways? I like how it gave me 5 warnings this is the wrong selling station. What do you mean? It told me to take it to the sawmill. Okay, collect that one. So which one was I supposed to take it to? Was I supposed to take it to this one? I took it to the right place, jerk. Look at this contract. This is the pickup from... Wait, hold on. Which one's 103? This is 103. This is 103 down here. I picked up the wood from 103. I delivered it to the sawmill. I delivered it to the right place. Oh yeah. Yeah, basswood's really popular for carving. It's also really popular for things that need to be really lightweight. Because it's a very lightweight. Lots of open fibers and stuff. I don't know what's going on here. There's too many flashies. Okay, this one we can do because we know this one goes from here to there because it's the only ones you can see on the screen at once. But I just delivered this to the right place, and they're going to penalize me for not delivering it to the right place. It said deliver to the sawmill, so I delivered to the sawmill. Jerk. Well, there goes that. I think we're going to fail our first contract, folks. Where do we go from here? We're going to go to this one. So we're going to come down here and go all the way across the map. Well. One of the cool things I think that they did, that I'm realizing that one of the changes to the game it's not really one of the things I didn't like about 22. And I'm sure lots of people experience this. So one of the big things they changed, and most people probably haven't realized this yet, but the way the roads were, the old roads, the way the roads used to be, is the roads were were an object. And think of it like, imagine that the roads were a piece of cardboard, right? And it's a piece of cardboard sitting on top of the ground. So if you dig the ground or you change the ground underneath, like a hole, it's not a very good representation, and I'm about to drive off the road. But if you dig a hole underneath that ground or you soften around it, then that piece of cardboard is still sitting where it was. It's still flat. But the new roads, and I don't know if it's all of them, but I think it's most of them, are more dynamic in that they're classified in the game like a sticker. And so think of like a really super flexible sticker that you'd put on like your shirt, or you put on like your backpack, right? It's gonna work more like a sticker or a patch on a backpack, where it's gonna flex with the material that it's on. So it'll actually have some flexibility to it. And what that means is you can dig or resurface near a road, and it'll automatically contour to the land, right? And you can't see that over here because we don't own the land, but we'll see that soon. I'm in the general area, right? I need to take this road because I need to go up here. What that means, before, what would happen is if you contoured around it, it would just be this like floating layer of stupid floating in the air, and you could never fix it. It was almost impossible to fix. But now the roads are soft and flexible to the ground. So this is actually, this forest track is actually a road, and using the road texture, but it's perfectly malleable to the ground. So it's not hard. It just contours to the ground underneath it. It's actually one of the smarter things that they did. It also means stuff like textures that are painted on the ground will texture better. And when we deliver to the sawmill, I'll show you what that looks like. Or when we deliver to my industrial sawmill production, I'll show you what that looks like. It's actually a really smart change that they made. And there's a bunch of reasons why they did it, but from what I can tell, or I expect, or the way I understand it, but it's a good change. Alright, so we're going to stop over here. Load up our logs. Not very many logs this time. So I think the downside here is I took all of the wood transport contracts all at once. And because I took them all at once, they're, I got confused about the delivery points. I'm going to cut across this field. I'm not going to go through the field. I'm just going to cut across in between the fields. I'll be nice. Hey, look, withered rice. It looks like pillows. What the heck? I don't like that car anymore. If you go over that little hill right there, in either direction with enough speed, like on a truck like this that actually gets some speed, you totally get air. It's a really good jump. Whoa. I'm sorry, that was my fault. Oh, you have your blinker on. I didn't even notice that. The AI is using blinkers now. That's clever. Sorry. I do have, Bruce, I have one more update to this truck. I noticed some chrome on here that I have to get rid of. The steps on the fuel tanks, and the steps to get in the cab, and then also those green cables or hoses in the engine. I gotta black those out. And I want to add like a LED light bar to the top as one of the lighting options, because the lights for this truck are kind of pitiful at night, and it makes it hard to see where you're going at night. I don't know, you guys who have driven truck before, right? That shifter is really close to the wall. Would that be usable, that close to the wall? Just seems really extra close for me. And then I'm still trying to get this brown color. I need to get it gray, but I can't seem to find it. Like to actually set colors for things, you have to actually find them. And sometimes finding them is a little bit tricky. I saw a video, a real life video, about this same truck. It was like a short or something like that, where some kid, he was like 13 or 14. Apparently he's in a, you know, trucking family or something like that. He bought himself one of these trucks. And then he totally like converted it to be exactly the truck he wanted. And he basically put like a, he kept the cab over design, replaced the engine with like a, I don't know, something big, or much bigger than is normally in here, with an Allison transmission, and like, what's the other thing he added to it? Oh, he replaced the frame, the entire frame of the truck, with the frame from another truck, from like a Peterbilt, or something like that, because he wanted a stronger frame. Well, that's cool. But dude, you're 13. What are you doing buying a truck? Alright. Please tell me this is the right location. Okay. One more transport done. Alright, now where are we going? This one says it's supposed to go from 84 over here. And then this one is not going to let me finish it, even though I delivered it to the right place. It's not going to let me finish it. See, it says number of delivered trees 0. Yeah, that's totally messed up. Hold on one second. So I don't know what I have to do. I think I have to go to this one, and this one I'll have to cancel, even though that's the one that's going to pay the most. Hey, Farmer Brian, welcome in. How's it going? So, back across the entire map again. We're making money though. 213. But I don't know if I know enough about trucks to understand why a 13-year-old wanted to buy a truck, or where he got enough money to buy a truck. That's beyond me. Whoa. Whoa. Still keyboard driving. Keyboard driving's okay. It's I still get moments where it like feels like the keys are stuck. But they happen less frequently lately. It happens more when I'm using my keyboard. Like, so I have a laptop. And so when I'm using the laptop keyboard, it happens more frequently. Sometimes where I'm like trying to back up to hook up a trailer or something, and it just like drives around in circles for like a minute because it's like the key was stuck. So I don't know. Hey Travis, welcome in. We're just having some fun on Hutan Pantai for now. I want to see what winter looks like. I'm actually excited to see what winter time looks like on this map. And this will be my first time experiencing any map this far into the seasons. So I'm learning or something. I want to try, I've been playing on Ola Holdor's map for the other series, and for my mods only challenge thing, and I really like that map, but one of the reasons I updated Contract Boost to have separate settings per map is specifically for that map, because like on that map I want there to be like 10 or 15 wood transport contracts, not just 5. But on this map I don't want 10 or 15 wood transport contracts, I only want a few. So you have to have separate settings, one for each save game. But on that map I want to actually see if I can figure out how to add more transport contracts, because that map only has like I think 6 or 7 locations for the wood transport contracts, which means you're like you can do all of the wood transport contracts and then they'll regenerate and then you'll do the same wood transport contract again, which is kind of lame. And so I want to see if I can like add dozens more, so it's like more. Oh wait, where am I going? That would be good to know. This one, I'm going downtown. But that's a one-way street, isn't it? Whatever. Let's loop around and go that way. We'll go the way the map sort of wants us to go. But yeah, so that's why I added the settings. Settings is now not global, it's per map. And it's mostly working. It's currently not working in multiplayer. So to test multiplayer, I need 2 game accounts, right? I need to have one account logged into admin and one account logged into not admin, and I needed a dedicated server. So I still haven't purchased the second account yet. But all of your donations have actually helped me be able to purchase that second account, and all of the wonderful reviews and people rating my mods on ModHub is actually what has enabled me to be able to get that second account. So thank you very much. The contract boost mod is doing fantastic from a popularity standpoint, or from a how many people are using it standpoint. That was not a very good turn. I like how they have a fire station, but no fire trucks. Actually, I don't like that, but it amuses me. Pantai Fire Department. Get out the road. That guy just got clipped. Oh, one other fun note, and this is kind of like the news of the day, right? So everyone loves contract boost, right? But I personally love better contracts. And I don't want to have to to add all of the functionality that was in better contracts into my mod, because that takes me away from building other mods. So I've actually contacted and reached out to Matthew, who's the author of, or his username is MMTRX, which I don't know how to pronounce that. Merks. I don't know how to pronounce that. Whatever. Matthew is the author of Better Contracts, and we've actually talked, and we're going to quote unquote collaborate. Where not really collaborate, but more like draw a line in the sand and be like, we want our mods to live together and can be used together. And he's going to handle all of the UI stuff, making it look better and act better and, you know, just be better to interact with. And obviously this view, if you look at this view is actually similar to what Better Contracts had done for 22, because the view for 22 is horrible. But a lot of the more kind of customization of like the contract system and also the gamification of the contract system, he's going to do all of that. So I'm going to kind of finish up what I've done so far, and then new features, unless they're related to my stuff, are not going to, they're going to go into Better Contracts instead of mine. And then he's not going to try to replicate features that are in mine, because we want them to live together, which is super cool. I love that kind of like collaborative effort, and I'm glad that he agreed to that. This one we're gonna have to cancel it. Yes, lose all payment. So I don't know if this penalty per tree, $2,000. So there's 15 trees, so I could potentially get charged $30,000 right here. Mission successfully canceled. Okay. And collect 0. Okay, well, I've collected it. And now I have, oh, some cool new missions. Sweet. And there's more wood transport missions, even though we've already done them all. I'll get this one. I haven't been up here yet. We'll accept that one. And then what else? We got some other cool ones I haven't done yet. Plowing contract. I haven't done a plowing contract yet. Stone picking contracts are slow, but it's the only source of stones right now in the game, and we don't have a stone picker, so we could potentially borrow the items for this one. Let's borrow for that one, and then we'll do one more. We got any of these harvesting contracts, anything good? No, this is green beans. This is, I don't know where this field is. What field is this? Farmland 25. Where's 25? Oh, that one is carrots. Okay. This is 22, which is parsnips. Gross. Vomit. 21, which is cotton. No, I don't think I'm going to do any of those. But we will do this plowing contract. Accept. And then we're going to tab up here and get some of the other workers going. funny enough about that, Brian, if you watched yesterday's live stream, I made a placeable stone mine. In my live stream yesterday. Funny enough. And there is one in the base game, right? Like, you should be able to have this one. Where is it? Here? And I'm ordered by price, so the order here is different than what you see in the base game. But I have to remember what it looks like. That's a paper factory? It doesn't look like paper. Oh, this is a cement factory. Where is it? Wasn't it 155? Bakery. There's one of these smaller ones. This one right here. So this right here. So Farmer Brian, if you want, there's this, right? And I don't own this land, but this is in the base game, or it's on this map. I don't know if it's going to be on the other map, because the other map already has one built into the map. But it's listed as a debris crusher, which is not what it is. So there's a bug right there. Giants, name things properly, please. It only rotates on 9 degrees, which is super annoying. But if you look, see how it's just spawning out stones? So this is not it's a placeable stone mine. And then in yesterday's stream, I took this and made it so it's just like that output pipe thing. The rest of it is different, but this is in the base game, or it should be, right there for $99,000. So you could do and place that on this map, or on the Sri Lanka map. You could place that down and get free stones. It gives you about 2,000 liters per hour, which is the same rate that the one that's on Riverbend Springs gives you. Oh, I just got a notification. Courseplay is out. Beta. But the Courseplay beta is out for FS25. Woo woo. Missed myself some Courseplay. Don't get me wrong, the base game GPS stuff is actually really good, but I don't care. Courseplay's better. Mainly because it has more customization options. And one of my big things with Courseplay, and this is one of the features that I use about Courseplay that not many people do, I don't think. But one of the features I prefer Courseplay to over the base game is when I'm defining a Courseplay course, I can set the angle. Where here, the angle is always like whatever the game decides is the longest edge, right? So I'll just let that guy go. He's fine. We're not cutting grass right now because there's no grass to cut. This guy needs to drop this off and get the plow. But anyways, Courseplay allows you to... I don't know where it dropped, Brian. I just saw a notification from Scroff, so I haven't watched that video yet. But it's coming soon. If it isn't out already, it's probably already out, but likely it's probably on their GitHub. So search for Courseplay Dev on GitHub, and you should be able to find it. If you search for FS25 Courseplay, that's where the most recent version is, which is on GitHub. And then just check their other repositories. There's probably a repository for 25. And that's always the best location for Courseplay. The version that's on ModHub is always like a month old because the Giants testing process now takes a month or more. So anything that's on there is going to be a month old. So even for like Contract Boost is out on ModHub, but the version that's there is over a month old now. And I've already changed and or fixed dozens upon dozens of things and added dozens of features. So it's kind of dumb that it's not available more currently, but that's how the process is, and so all of us are bound to that process now. But anyways, one of the features in Courseplay that I really liked, and one of my favorite features, is the fact that wait, where am I? What am I plowing? Plowing 16. Okay. You can set the angle. So, and the reason that's important is because if you're doing more than one course in the same field, you know the angle that it was at. So, using other things like enhanced steering, I can set the angle to match and always be perfect on the lines. But whereas the in-game GPS is going to be a little bit more, it's just going to set whatever angle is the longest edge. And you don't have any idea what that angle is because it doesn't tell you. And so, because you don't know that angle, it's really hard to match that angle because it could be anything out to 3 or 4 decimal places, which kind of sucks. You know, so I don't know. It is what it is. That's why I like Courseplay over the in-game stuff. The Courseplay stuff works, and I'm looking forward to auto drive, like what I'm doing here. I think this actually works in the new system. Can I just tell this guy to go here and do his job? Actually, I haven't tried this yet. I've heard this works. So can I go here? Wait, where am I supposed to go? 16. So can I just go here? Create job. Select a vehicle to create a job. I'm in the vehicle. Select a vehicle. Create job. Field work. Target position. Here. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Did I miss something? Vehicle. Create job. Field work. Target position. Oh, start job. Bye. Nope. This is the one I want. I need to go get the trailer for the stone picking contract. And bring it over to... Actually, I'm probably not going to need that. I don't... Actually, you know what? I'm probably not going to need that. I'm just going to park this guy on the side. Oh, he needs to go to the gas station anyways. Oh, they must have made it public. They must have made it public and then put it back to being private. That's fine. I'm glad to know that it's coming. Even if it's just small like that, I'm glad to know that it's coming. Okay, we did have a wood transport contract to do. Where was it? Where's my wood transport? 64. So we have to pick up here and go to the sawmill. But I don't even know how to get there. Let's drive past that farm. So that's the way to get there. And we'll see. Check out that farm. Maybe that'll be the farm that we buy. Thank you, Dust Buddy, by the way, for getting that content. I got distracted by my phone, so I don't know if I actually thank you. But thank you very much for checking. I'm just happy to know that Courseplay is coming. Courseplay is part of like the network of things that I add to every playthrough. And back in FS22, there was like the mods that I always played with. So I always played with better contracts. I played with Courseplay. I would always use Courseplay. I almost always used auto drive unless I was doing some kind of challenge that negated it. Like those three, better contracts, Courseplay, auto drive, were like my top three. And then there's a lot of other quality of life ones that I used almost always. I would use Lumberjack, which I'm glad is now out. Easy dev controls was in every single save, every single playthrough, no matter what. And then there was a couple other like really small ones that we already have in 22 and I've already gotten. One of them was like better, I forget what it's called, but better placeable sell prices, which basically means that it would basically not penalize you a ridiculous amount of money, like half the cost of the building if you placed down a placeable and then had to sell it right away. If you sold it right away within the first month, you get all your money back. Which allowed, as someone building a map and customizing a map, you could place down a building, and if the leveling just didn't work out perfectly, you could delete it, fix the leveling, and then place it down again without actually losing money. Store deliveries was on almost all of my playthroughs, and I have a version of it on here now, but it's not complete yet. It's not official. Obviously, all of the mods that I made were in all my playthroughs, because I always use the mods that I build extensively. In many cases, I build them for myself, and I'm providing them to the community, but I always test everything that I'm using. If I'm building out a vehicle, or I'm tweaking something, like I'm constantly using it myself, because I want to make sure that it's as good as it can be for all of you. Look at this road. This road's awesome. I love these kind of roads, right? Where like the roads are at an angle. They're not perfectly flat. And that's one of the things the new sticker way of building roads works. Yep, so better placeable, that's one of the ones I've already gotten. Yep, and that was one of my standbys in 22 also. I had another one in 22, which I think already came out. I don't remember. There's one in 22 that was called Less Wear. I don't remember where I got it. I think it was Mod Hub. But I personally believe, and I think a lot of other people believe, that the rate in which things wear down in this game is way too fast. And the rate at which things get dirty is also way too fast. And so there was a mod called Less Wear. It's like the game developers didn't think you'd ever be driving a truck down these roads. With all of these trees that are freaking have branches that are overhanging the road. Like, did you not expect people to use trucks? It's like the longest cut on the chainsaw ever. Alright. Just put these here. Here we go. Okay, Giants. Good job. Yeah, reduced wear out. So that's the new one. It used to be called less wear. And a lot of modders have changed the names of their mods, myself included, to have better names. But less wear was one of the ones I used to use all the time. Mainly because I didn't want the stuff to wear down so fast. This is a steep hill. This is an 800 horsepower truck, and it is struggling. And look, there's another tree branch that should have... Giants. Seriously? Why am I forced to trim your roads? I don't know if I'm gonna have to trim that upper one either. Might. No, it's just barely low enough. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. You said it. Not me. Alright. We're gonna do a drive-through. We're not gonna like try to actually turn around. So that'll probably be how let's load this up. As we can all see, Lumberjack is working really well. Give me 1 second, folks. Oh, sorry. Just muted. There we go. We're going to turn around. We're going to use this road to turn around, and we're going to head off. There we go. We'll head off and... Oh, thanks. I did have a CDL at some point. I've never driven truck, but I did have a commercial driver's license at one point. So I've gone through all the training that you need to do for this stuff. You know, it's harder than you think to parallel park a school bus. Just saying. I can't even see where I'm going. Hmm. I don't know what happened. I'm stuck on something. I don't know what. Stuck on giants. Giants ineptitude. Like, these trees are so close to the road. How are you supposed to navigate? I can barely see the road. Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 no, 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 nope. Okay, we're totally driving off this mountain right now. Send it. This is the way we're going now. If we weren't getting caught on that tree. I don't know if this truck has the ability to get out of this. It's just like we're getting caught in this little birch tree. This much truck would not get caught on that little bit of a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would tear the tree down. So, Giants, that's not how collisions work. Now, as long as we don't flip it, we're good. Go down this little track in between the fields. And we're golden. Totally stuck on that little teeny birch tree. Oh well. Now this one's supposed to go to the sawmill. But I wonder if we're going to, like, get caught. Oh, thank you, Dust Bunny. I wonder if we're going to get stuck with that same issue we had last time where when we tried to deliver to the sawmill, it said wrong location. I mean, there's only one contract here. So this time I don't have, like, multiple conflicting contracts. I like the hills on this map. I like the fact that this truck is struggling to get up the hill with this big load of wood. I actually like that. I think that's to me that feels like something was done correctly. Something. I wonder if the longer wheelbase version of this truck would drive better. Like, I wonder if having the axles further back would give it more stability or something. I always like the short ones, especially for maps like this that are so tight. Having a long wheelbase truck on this map just seems like a failure point. Come on, drop it into low gear. Let's get up this hill. Come on. Yeah. There should have been a road there. Totally. Oh, look at the puffed smoke. That's cute. And they're not in sync. They're like 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I messed up the delivery point by talking to the NPC. To do. Oh, who knows what they have to do. It's too low resolution. Oh, look, it got most of it. Got most of it. That's good. Nice. I made $5 in the extra wood. One thing I've noticed is that the contracts are very, very, what's the right word? Specific? Fold this guy up. He has 1,000 liters. 10,000. Is that 1,000? No. That's 1,000 liters of stones. So we're not even going to use the trailer. We'll leave the trailer at the dealership. We're going to drop off the stones into our stone production, which is on this map now. And then the last thing we're going to do before we sign off is buy that farm. Which farm am I going to get? We have 3 options. I'm going to stick with the base game farms. I'm not going to try to build a custom farm. I'll build a custom farm on the wilderness map, not on this one. So we have 3 farms. We have the one we were just near a minute ago, which is that one up on the hill. We have the original base game starting farm. And then we have the one in the middle, which is kind of like a... It feels more like a... feels like a dairy farm. Or like a... You know... It's the only place that has space enough to store a harvester, basically. So I think that one's going to be our, like, farm for that stuff. Let's dump the stones into our cement company. Some more stones, which is good. Let's check the status of our cement company. How's it going? 404. This cement company is super... Why is it not running again? I didn't quit. It turned off again. You guys saw me turn this on earlier, right? Why does it keep getting turned off? 240 cycles per month. It should be running fast enough. It has stones and water. I don't know why it keeps turning off. That's weird. Okay, we don't need this truck. I'm not driving it back. Let's collect. Collect of the stone picking. Collect. Thank you. Wood transport. Collect. Thank you. And then plowing. Collect. Thank you. All we have another plowing and another stone picking contract. That's good. Still have more stone harvesting contracts. These are all the ones we saw before. And obviously deadwood, which deadwood is it just takes too much time. In all honesty. Let's give ourselves a little bit extra money. We're gonna go sell a little bit more silage. And then we're gonna see which property we want to buy. Right? And I have an actual farm, not a lookout tower. We can always come sleep at the lookout tower if we need to. We're almost out of silage, though. Or rather, we've almost gone through all of our silage that we made. If you like the look of this truck, I also add this off-road tires to this truck also. If you like the look of this truck, this is also in the Black Editions pack. Obviously, that's not ever coming to Mod Hub, unfortunately, for console players, just because I'm just modifying. Oh, we were talking about stickers earlier. Okay, here's the sticker question. Do you see these? Do you see how if you come from the side, it looks like they're floating? See that? See how there's kind of a shadow under some of them? Just a little bit. Hey, Eric. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. See there's a little bit of a shadow underneath? We walk over to our sawmill. That's the old way of doing it. And that's the old version. But see this? See how these are on a hill, yet they're contouring to the land? They look like a sticker. They're like... See how like this curves and it stays with the land? Like this one curves and stays with the land. That's the new way of doing them. So unfortunately, the first version of the Fieldwork Fill Station, if Giants doesn't kick it back to me, will have bad stickers, essentially. And I have to upgrade them to be the right stickers. What I didn't figure that logic out until after I'd already submitted the farm fill stations, and because I didn't want to lose my place in line, I haven't submitted the fixed version yet, which I will do. Let's turn that off. No, I don't want this guy. I don't want this. We're going to take this guy. So let's look at the map. Which farm do we want to buy? And obviously I'm playing on my version, which has way more stuff to buy. Like if I want, I can buy this area right here and place something on this platform here. Or like I can buy this land here or buy this land right here. Like all of these are not available on the base game. But they're available on my map, which is available on my Discord if you want. Anyways, we're going to buy 60 is $209,000. It's 3.9 hectares, but I don't think there's any fields. It's just a farm. And then this one, field 30, is part of the farm, and that would be 43K. Field 27 is the rest of the farm. This is 2 pieces, so 27 and 30 are the other farm, and this is 108 and 43, but I get 2 fields with it, so that's not a bad deal. I'd probably want to also get this because that's basically your starter farm, so you're talking like 150K, no, 250 to buy all of those. We have enough. And then the last farm that's on the map is this one, which is part of field 4, and it's $450,000. So we're not going with that one. So our options are this one or the starter farm. I kind of want to leave the starter farm for later, mainly because to use the starter farm appropriately, you need to have both the rice planter and the rice harvester. And those are like 500K. I think for where we are in our gameplay right now, I think I'm gonna go with this one. This will be the first farm we buy. So now that we own that farm, we just spent $209,000. This is our largest purchase yet on this play. Good job running through the stop sign, jerk. You had a stop sign. It was our largest purchase yet. We obviously have a little bit of land here and there that we can mow, keep our silage production going. But we're gonna come up here and check out our new farm area. And these fields around here are actually kind of cool. I actually like them. They're not perfectly square, but they're not, you know, so they have some nice features. Like these 2 fields have a separation. We don't own any of this stuff. We'd have to buy it all. But starting off, we have some good stuff. Let's see what we have. We have a regular silo. But I think there's enough land, there's enough space on that piece of land right there to put another silo. So maybe we can put a fermenter there also. We have this little kitty quarter with a lime buying station. Obviously that's going to get replaced with a fieldwork fill station. And there's enough space in this area to put another couple things. I really like this little thing. Maybe put a shed in there. But look at this, we actually finally have ourselves a shed. We have a shed that we can park in. Yoink. We have this other little shed, which is the one the rice harvester goes in, but we can put some stuff in there, I guess. We have a building here that serves absolutely no purpose. It looks like this building should have yeah, this building serves no purpose, so it's definitely going away. So when you guys come back next time, this building's gonna be gone. And we'll take it down and we'll put something in its place. Maybe a greenhouse. I think a greenhouse would fit in that little square of land really nicely. And then we have a farmhouse with a sleep trigger and another thing. And then this better be a usable barn. Okay, and then we have another little shed thing here. That's nice. Great. And then we have a sawmill. Really? Look at this really cool sawmill we have. Get the hell off my farm. You are not a good sawmill. And I might put down my version of that sawmill. Not the industrial sawmill, but my version of that same sawmill in the same space. And then construction. This thing, it's not sellable. I'll have to fix that. And this thing, large petrol tank. We're going to leave it there for now, but I'm a feeling that I'm going to put something else in this area here. Don't know what yet. And the last thing I want to place down is what we built in the live stream. Assuming that it works. It's right in here somewhere. And as you can see, I fixed it, so it only has just the belt. So we're going to have this on our farm. And we don't have enough money. Oh, we do. We do. There we go. And so now we have our own private stone mine, but it's not forming heaps. I think I know why, and I'm going to have to fix that. But that looks pretty cool, right? Coming straight out of the wall. And that'll be our own little supply of stones, which we'll have to transport from here over to the production on the other side of this hill, which is where our cement factory is. But I'm actually pretty excited. We got ourselves a farm. And we got, like, the start to a bunch of stuff. We obviously have to fix things. We always have to fix things when it comes to giants, like this fill station. By the way, look at this fill station with the way the pipe is, with the ladder is on the front. That's 82 Studios' new thing. He just reused their asset. Just saying. And then we'll have to get started. I think this nice little valley is a good place for us to end. We don't have any more contracts today. Well, we could. Obviously, we have some more contracts we could do. Stone picking, I think I'm actually going to... same items. So, same lease price. So, borrow items. Okay. And then... accept contract. Okay. And so I'm going to use those stone picking contracts to get some stones to feed into our thing, because we're going to need to build roofing tiles and all kind of other stuff, all the concrete stuff. But I think that's another plowing contract. We could do that. I think our guy is already out there with the plow still attached. I'm going to go do some more contracts, but that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. It is, you know, holiday weekend. I think I have some more lights to hang. As well as a couple other things. But that's going to be it for me today. I want to say thank you for everyone for joining in this kind of weird early morning, as a Sunday, right? I don't even know what day of the week it is. Yeah, it's Sunday. Sunday stream. And we'll talk to everyone next time. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all the jazz. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry. Question real quick. Real quick answer to Dust Bunny's question right there. It says, as I make changes to the map, will I be sharing the updated version in Discord? Yes. If I make any changes to the map itself for my gameplay, I will be updating that as we go forward. The downside is that you can't have a regular Hutan Pantai save and just use my map instead. It won't work that way. It has to be my map. You have to start a new save. So if you're thinking about starting a new save on Hutan, you can use my map instead, and you'll have more farmlands, more productions that work, and yada yada. Any of the other stuff, like that little heap spawner thing, those are all going to be separate mods and be different. But that's going to be it for me today. Catch everyone next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.